Megastar Magazine TV.
Hello and welcome to Megastar Magazine TV. My name is Monique Agbe. In the news, the federal government has formally set 16 years as the minimum age for admission into Nigeria's tertiary institutions. Minister of Education Dr. Tunji Alausa announced this during the 2025 policy meeting of the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board held in Abuja. Alausa emphasized that the age benchmark is now official and non-negotiable. He warned that any admission carried out outside the central admissions processing system would be considered illegal. The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board has revealed the top scorers in the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination. Speaking at the 2025 policy meeting in Abuja, JAMB Registrar, Professor Ishaq Oloyede said Okeke Chinedu Christian from Anambra State polled the highest scores with 375 out of a maximum score of 400. Closely followed by Ayuba Simon Peter John from Gombe State, who polled 374, and Jimo Abdul Malik Olayinka from Kwara State, who garnered 373. Oloyede revealed that the highest scorer picked the University of Lagos as his first choice to study mechanical engineering. The Nigeria Meteorological Agency has issued a flood alert for the month of July, warning that states including Sokoto, Lagos, Edo, Benue and 16 others are at risk of experiencing flash floods. This came as the Africa Environmental Health Organization, climate change adaptation researchers and members of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners, among others, lambasted state government following the recent devastating floods that ravaged several states. Findings showed that despite receiving over 620 billion naira in ecological funds, many states seem ill-prepared to mitigate the impact of such disasters. Lions International District Awards recognized outstanding clubs, members and leaders within a specific geographic district. Award winner and CEO of Megastar Magazine TV, Dr. Adeniyi Ifetayo, and other great personalities were recognized by Lion International for their help to humanity and for celebrating people and businesses.
All right, it's my pleasure to be here. One of the former American presidents once said in his inaugural speech, John F. Kennedy, he said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can give to your country." When it comes to giving back, is a lifestyle for me, and if it's coming from a business associate, a sister, and a partner, that's Lion Catherine Obalim, I'm 100% involved, and because you have done this, I will also reciprocate. Thank you so much.
This year's awards paved the way for great personalities who have helped humanities to be recognized by the Lion International District.
Yeah, my name is Dr. Ifetayo Adeniyi, the CEO of Megastar Media Communication. Well, like they said that a golden fish does not have a hiding place. Whatever we are doing, we should have the consciousness of that people are watching us. Whether you are aware or not, if you are doing good, people are aware of it, they are watching you. If you are doing the other side, they are as well observing you. And I think one or two things that we've been doing caught their attention. I was never a Lion member, I've never been part of it. They've been asking me so. And when she said, "I know you deserve this, it's just to honor you." And of course, since it's an honor, let's say let me be part of it as well, to use my own story to encourage others. From the little that you have, you can share with your neighbor, you can extend love to them, you can give back to them your own little, not until you have millions. Because if you have 10,000 and you cannot share with your neighbor, if you have 100,000, it will be very difficult for you to do.
On the foreign scene, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has met United States President Donald Trump at the White House, with the two leaders repeating their controversial proposal to forcibly transfer thousands of Palestinians out of the Gaza Strip. Trump and Netanyahu met for dinner in the Blue Room of the White House as indirect talks in Qatar between Israel and Hamas on US-backed proposals for a 60-day ceasefire. Netanyahu said that the US and Israel were working with other countries to give Palestinians a better future, suggesting that the residents of Gaza could move to neighboring nations. ICC judges issued warrants for two top Taliban leaders on charges of persecuting women and girls. ICC judges said there were reasonable grounds to suspect Taliban Supreme Leader Habibullah Akhundzada and Chief Justice Abdul Hakim Haqqani of committing gender-based persecution. ICC judges emphasized that the Taliban had severely deprived girls and women of the rights to education, privacy and family life, and the freedoms of movement, expression, thought, conscience, and religion. In sport, Super Eagles star and newly appointed general manager of Kano Pillars Football Club, Hamed Musa, has pledged to reposition the club and restore its reputation as one of Africa's foremost football institutions. Musa said this during a familiarization meeting with the club's chairman, Alhaji Ali Umar, and other board members, expressed his readiness to work with all stakeholders to transform the club's fortunes. The former Leicester City and CSKA Moscow forward described Kano Pillars as one of Nigeria's most successful football clubs, stressing that its recent challenges must be tackled through collective effort and strategic planning. Mexico defeated the United States men's national team by a score of 2-1 on Sunday to win the nation's 10th CONCACAF Gold Cup trophy as champions of North America, Central America and the Caribbean. The match was the most important match for either team until next year's FIFA World Cup, which will be co-hosted by the two fierce rivals along with Canada. The intensity of the occasion was evident from the opening kickoff in front of more than 70,000 screaming fans at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. In entertainment, veteran Nigerian actor and comedian Hafiz Oyetoro, popularly known as Saka, has revealed the reasons behind his decision to marry at the age of 40. Speaking during an interview, the 61-year-old Nollywood star said he delayed marriage due to self-confidence issues and financial instability early in his career. The actor, who is known for his humorous roles, noted that he ventured into theatre purely out of passion without considering how to earn a living from it. Top Nigerian artists including Johnny Drill, Face, Slow Dog, Skido and Stoner Unwagbo are set to perform at the UNE 50 and his Eagles concert scheduled for Friday 11 July 2025 in Abuja. The initiative is organized by House of Structure, a firm led by Abuja-based lawyer Ugochukwu Neabonso, explained that the concert forms part of a two-part program that includes the Nigerian Music Industry Summit and Showcase holding earlier in the day. The concert is themed the role of Nigerian artists in promoting climate action and revolutionizing revenue generation channels of the Nigerian music industry. It's aimed at sparking dialogue among music stakeholders on pressing environmental issues and sustainable industry practices. That has been the news. For more information, follow our social media platforms showing on your screen. Up next is Voices from the Street.
Hi guys, my name is Queen Brown from Megastar Magazine TV. I am right here in the streets of Abuja to get the opinion of people concerning social media of today. Do you think it's a good thing or it's a bad thing for kids of today? Let's go to the street and find out. Thank you.
There are a lot of schools these days with their homework, they send it to the emails. And so what happens? So these things keep revolving around us. But if as parents we could actually curtail, the usage of phones, iPad, laptops, and so on from our kids, it will be good for us as a society.
We are in the tech environment and tech century, where we now have young children doing big things technology wise, and they pay on it. Do you understand? Some little children now are doing the tech that is surviving, that's helping their family to survive. So that's why I cannot cut it. But at the same time, parents that want to expose their children to the tech world, they should also be ready to do a double checking on virtual everything that they check. Like on Google now, we have the parent consent, meaning that you can create their mails to be attached to your mail. So with that, you can monitor the history of the sites they visit. I think that we actually have to check, because even the private sector we said earlier now, they now move the children to the social media space. So with that now, plus or minus, you still have one to do with the social media no matter how young they are. So mine is just that I believe that the parents can also maybe to check. But for someone like me now, I'm not of that notion. My children, by the time God begin to give me, though, I'm married anyway, but my children, I've spoken to my wife about it. we are going to cut down on screen time. We'll cut down on screen time. We'll cut down, no matter, even if the assignment is 247 online, because there's no how you want to only watch one scene and not move to the other. So we are going to cut down on screen time. I think
it's not, and that is why I humbly deem it fit by lowering into the government's policy, because we can because we have access to social media and allow our kids to get astray. If they get astray, they are going to be the future leaders and partners of today. It's what you are doctrine, what you have pictured into their memory. That's what they will go with. But by the virtue of proper regulation, by proper restriction, especially if you are not up to social age, you are not meant to be visiting society. That's what we call for regulation of social media. But let for it, the idea is good, especially for people that does business.
My take on social media for children, it's not advisable. In fact, it is not good for me, for parents to encourage children on social media. I think social media is for the adults, or maybe talk about from the teenager. If you can monitor them, I think it's left for parents to monitor what their children watches and do on social medias. So you don't allow toddlers, tender age to go on social media to do what's on social media. What are they doing there? They are not. It's not meant for them. It's meant for the adults. It's meant for the adolescent, because probably they have one or two to learn or to do. And even with the adolescents, if you can even have a will, or you as parents, you should be able to monitor and know what he or she does on the social media. Yes, they are adults, but you should not allow them just going about. But for the children, it's not advisable. Like they dress half naked or wear skimpy clothes and twerk. No, that is not advisable. You're not bringing them the way they ought to bring, because they say teach a child the way he should go, then he will not depart from it. So it's what you teach that child that he will not depart from that child. And it's tomorrow, whatever you teach that child will make you proud as a parent tomorrow.
Social media, honestly, is a platform that some people from nowhere, understand me, they are passing message, understand me, to the appropriate way, understand me. And social media now, understand me, if government can take social media into consideration, honestly, some things they are going to be changed, because people, they are showing their ability. Some people, they are showing their own fat, understand me, to make Nigeria, understand me, to progress. But I don't think whether maybe the government or whatever parastatal there, they are even looking into the social media, understand me, so that they will pick a lot of things to make Nigeria forward. I believe of that. Social media is very good to me. Yes, for kids, it's very dangerous. Why? Because if you look the good side, so you have to look the bad side of social media. Most of our kids now, they are very wise, understand me, but because they know how to operate even small phones there, talk less of Android there. So you may even see some people, understand me, capitalize buying, understand me, those Android phones to their kids, understand me, maybe for assignments at home, maybe for studying from school, maybe. But the other part is they are doing the other positive or waiting to negative things, understand me.
This is Megastar Magazine TV.